Time to tap into my inner Rocky Balboa. Adrian!
Can't stop the signal now.
So I was on Twitter the other day, right? And just one of the biggest things with modern geekdom, modern pop culture, is that even the independent guys, they still fall into the same trap as mainstream pop culture and whatnot. Mainstream pop culture, it's all about the check boxes. Got nothing to do with people with talent. They purposely hire people that hate those properties that they're developing because they just want to tear everything down and watch it burn and rebuild it in their own pathetic little snowflake image, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's like that. All chock full of gore porn. Just grotesque, vile degeneracy. It's all over the place. And the indie guys, they're not immune to it. So many independent comic book creators and whatnot popping up on Twitter, and almost every last one of them is they create mature content, which is just code for degeneracy, immorality, gore, and porn. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. That's all you really need to know at this point. Yeah, I used to give them the benefit of the doubt every single time till the very last one. I do a little digging, look into it, boom. Exact same degeneracy, gutter trash. Every single time. Just never fails. This guy into this with this one guy. Well, first it was this one guy, the first guy. I think it was actually a chick, according to their picture, anyways. They put up a big old panel, a big old page, several panels. Literal just demonic nakedness, pornographic, just pure degeneracy across the board. It was a healthy splash of demonic thrown in. Called them out, invoked their geek card. They weren't too happy about it. I don't care. That's what this is about. I'm getting somewhere with this. So then this other guy jumps in, retweets my tweet. And wouldn't you know it, the one single image he throws up, first of all, it looked horrible. The artwork was terrible. Second of all, the main figure on this thing was a naked alien chick, legs akimbo, wide open, with the only thing covering her was like the strip of some sort of like alien cloth or something, strategically placed across her chest and across her brain. That is a no-go. That is not geekdom. That is not what it means to be a geek. That is the definition of weirdo perversion, degeneracy. Naturally, he wasn't too happy about that. Now, here's the funny thing. So he makes this comment about why am I taking this so seriously? It's just a comic book. And then finally, I had somebody's words proving what I've been trying to say all these years. The weirdo degenerate perverts have taken over pop culture. The normies have taken over pop culture. Somehow it became cool to be a geek. All the normies want to be cool. So they were like, oh, well, I'm a geek now because being a geek is finally cool. I was a geek from the days of Pong, when being a geek was not cool. When being a geek could get you beat up because people did not understand what it means to be a geek. Now, today, in the modern era, your modern era, people still have no idea what it means to be a geek. So this guy creates this comic book, right? Has a problem with the fact that I'm calling out the image that he produced as an example of his comic book, and turned it around and disses his own work. He puts the time, the resources, the money, the art into it, and turns around and disses his own work by saying it's just a comic book. I'm trying to create something here. I'm trying to create the Rebel Squadron universe. You guys have no idea how much blood, sweat, and tears I put into this channel. Time, money. You might be surprised how much money I put into this channel, and I don't make a dime off of it. I put every spare minute, hour, day that I can into this channel. This channel takes an immense amount of work. You have no idea. If I did not enjoy doing it, if I did not love doing it, if I wasn't so passionate about it, I wouldn't be doing it, period, end of story, full stop. YouTube has gone out of their way to crush this channel and to prevent it from being a quote-unquote commercial success. As far as I'm concerned, it is a success in the truest sense of the word as a geek. From a geek standpoint, this channel is a success. Even if it's not making money, Even if I don't have the audience of, say, Mr. Beast, this channel has grown beyond anything I ever could have imagined when I first started. And I love it. Love it with a passion. What I don't understand is how you can create something that you claim to care about, that you get so worked up about when somebody calls into question, and then turn around and just disrespect it. How can you create something and not love it? How can you not love what you created? Even if it's not perfect, even if it's rough around the edges, how can you not be passionate about it? I do not understand that. My brain cannot comprehend that mindset. Point being, this dude was the perfect example. He was a normie. I got into modern geekdom because it was cool. Created this comic book, having no idea what it means to be a geek, what it truly means to be a geek, and then turns around and disses his own creation. It blows my mind. And that is exactly what this channel is about here, guys. That is the type of mentality I am fighting against, that I am pushing against, that I'm trying to expose and reveal and educate the pop culture crowd in general, geekdom at large. Way too many of you guys have no idea what it truly means to be a geek. Being a geek means something, guys. I hate to break it, and that's I tried to explain it to this guy, and he was like, "What do you mean there's so much more of being a geek?" It's because he was a boneheaded normie. He has no idea what he's doing or what he's talking about. He has no idea what pop culture is truly about. He has no idea what being a geek is really all about. I've been mocked. I've been scoffed. I've been ridiculed. Why? Because people have no idea what it truly means to be a geek. So when a geek reveals himself to the general public, I'm having flashbacks to my childhood, being made fun of for being a geek. Here we are, when being a geek was never more public and more widely accepted, still getting mocked and ridiculed for being a geek, a true geek. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Am I right, Gearbox, or am I right? I'm pretty sure, man. Can't make this stuff up. Story of my life, let me tell you. You're witnessing my childhood in real time, let me tell you. If I do make a debrief out of this, which I probably will, I'll see if I can find it. I'll grab some screenshots so you guys can see it for yourself in that debrief. This channel exists for a reason, guys. Come hell or high water, I will get the message out there. Whether or not anybody ever gets on board in a big way, doesn't matter. Because that's what it means to be a geek. To go against the grain, to push against the odds, against the mocking, and the ridiculing, and the scoffing. Plenty of geeks back in the day grew up, became successful, if not famous. I say the still waters run deep. The stillest waters run deepest in the heart of a geek, let me tell you. You'll never see another channel like Rebel Squadron. Not in this era. I'm convinced of that at this point. No matter how much people look down on this channel, no matter how much people look down on the heart of gaming, the heart of geekdom, I've drawn a line in the sand. I've raised a hedge, and I will hold that line with everything I got, no matter how unpopular it is. No matter how much it offends the delicate sensitivities of the fakes, the normies, the weirdos, and the perverts, and the degenerates. It's game on like Donkey Kong, guys, in a way that you have never seen. I can guarantee you that at this point. Who doggy? I'm glad I got that out of the way. One last thing, though. One of the biggest problems with modern geekdom, with modern pop culture, and by extension society in general, is a complete and total lack of humility. Everybody thinks they're better than everybody else. Everybody thinks they're smarter than everybody else. Everybody thinks that they got more talent than everybody else. There's no humility left in this world. And it's just getting old at this point. I have no tolerance for fools. I have no tolerance for degeneracy. I have no tolerance for just sheer stupidity. I'm over it, guys. Okay. I'm the old man in the middle of the block, sitting on the porch, waving his cane, yelling at kids, get off his lawn. That's me at this point, guys. It's yours fault. Your guys' fault from putting me in that position. Here we are. There's only one way forward for me. Let's just put it that way. What? Point being, humility. Too many people have lost the capacity for humility. Part of being a geek is being humble. Okay. The geek friends are pretty humble guys, by and large. There's one guy in my geek group, my geek circle. He was actually an athlete. He was on the football team. So he was a low-key geek. You know, he's almost practically a closet geek. You know, he embraced the whole sporty jock persona more than he did the geek. He kept the geek thing on the side, on the down low. Never really embraced it unless he was hanging out with us, his geek circle. And we were okay with that. We understood. We knew the score. We didn't take offense at it. We weren't a bunch of little candy-ass snowflakes. Tissue paper skin. We understood. We were proud to have him as a geek friend. We're like, yeah. He's one of the jocks, one of the sports guys. He's one of us. It's pretty cool if you ask Mike. And yeah, by and large, we were humble. Now I'd say he's probably the least humble, just because he had the jock mentality and everything. But he still had humility. He was still humble. He a little bit less humble than us, maybe. But he was right about there, you know. Like I said, it's just the whole jock thing. Sports guys tend to be a little more. You know, cocksure and what's the word? Full of bravado. They like to brag or whatever. You know, plenty of adjectives to describe it, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you do. If you don't, you need to pick up a dictionary and start reading. Just put it that way. So yeah, my opinion. Geekdom needs to relearn humility. Quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing the complete total lack of humility. Poor sportsmanship. The negativity is just tearing each other apart, tearing each other down, talking shit. There's a huge difference between friends talking smack to each other in a way that's born out of respect and good-natured fun, and talking shite. The way it's mean-spirited, meant to tear people down. Majority of people nowadays, they will try to tear you down to make themselves feel better, and then they have the audacity to try to tell you they're your friend. Those are the types of people you want to stay away from, guys. Stay away from them. Far, far away from them. Not good people. Nothing worse than a two-faced snake, let me tell you. There's way too many of those in pop culture and geekdom nowadays. Yeah, it's like that. It's time for geekdom to learn humility, to become humble once more. I'm here to educate you guys on what it truly means to be a geek, because that truth, that fact has been very badly lost. The reactions that I get are proof of it. I'm not speaking from a void here, guys. I'm speaking from decades of experience as a geek, growing up as a geek, being born as a geek. Things have changed drastically. You have no idea how much things have changed for the worse. So once again, I'm here to educate pop culture and geekdom at large, because y'all need this education. You have no idea how badly you need this education. And if nobody's willing to humble themselves to hear what I got to say, so they can get on board and have some true blue geek fun, I'm okay with that. Why? Because I'm a geek, because I'm used to it. Because I come from the days when being a geek was not popular. I come from the days when being a geek was not cool. I come from the days when being a geek was not respected. So yeah, I'm used to it. It is what it is. The important thing is I'm having fun. I want you guys to have fun too. But if you're going to be part of this community, you're going to have fun Rebel Squadron style. Trust me, it's worth it, if you know what I mean. Of course, a lot of people out there, they don't know what I mean. And they can't humble themselves enough to find out what I mean. Alright, yeah, I think that's enough gun flapping for one day. Let's do it. Time to get my Rocky Balboa one on. Get that, training montage going. Just, so running up the stairs, throwing their arms in the air, running up the mountain, throwing your arms up in the air, doing the punches, crunches, and Adrian! Gearbox. Yeah, kick it on over. I'm fired up. Yeah. Tapping in that inner Rocky Balboa. Let's do it. Adrian!
Can't stop the signal now.